Did you know that there are about 11,000 species of birds roaming the planet? Bird lovers travel many miles to get a glimpse of wild feathered friends in their sanctuaries. The Isle of Scomer off the coast of Wales, for example, is a popular destination for those who want to see the colorful puffins, where over 40,000 of them reside. Yet their population is small compared to a bird that gets little attention, even though there's nearly 1 million of them on that very same island. This bird is the Manx shearwater, a bird I learned about when visiting Scotland last summer, a bird that is unknown to most. Excited visitors look for puffins, but few people are aware that below their feet, under the steep grassy slopes, is a massive honeycomb world of thousands of burrows, housing a bird that is completely silent and hidden in the daytime, one that comes out only at night. The Manx shearwater is a pelagic bird, a bird that will live most of its life at sea. These birds settle down in the western UK for a few weeks to breed, where they lay only 1 egg per year, and then they take off to the South Atlantic. Off to Argentina and Brazil they go, where they won't even touch land, but will make their way back most often to the exact same burrow as the previous year. A 20,000-mile clockwise and round-trip journey every year. At night, while on land, they will come out, but only at the darkest hour of the night. And only then is one able to hear their eerie and screechy cry. While at sea, they are mostly silent, a bird that can live 40 to 50 years and that might travel a few million miles in its lifetime. All birds need a mind map and a sense of direction to fly from their starting point, but these birds are exceptional in their navigation. In experiments, eggs were taken from their burrows and hatched in a Cambridge lab, and the birds, as soon as they were released, precisely found their way back to the nest they came from without ever seeing the flight route or having physically been in the burrows. A few of them will mistakenly be sent off course by storms. Some have meandered off to Japan by mistake. But no matter where the bird ends up, this ocean wanderer always seems to find its way home. On this third Sunday in Lent, we continue to wander in the desert ourselves and to be reminded of our own life journey in our final resting place as we walk with Christ toward Jerusalem. The Requiem has us reflect through words and music on the fear and beauty that surround death. The composer here takes us through some tormented moments that give way to complete beauty and acceptance. We cry to God out of the deep. We call God to take us home, and we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, where we fear no evil. We, too, are great wanderers. We wander at times away from God, finding ourselves over a vast ocean, sometimes with no sense of direction, sometimes with winds that take us off course. Our GPS is not always set on our great Redeemer. But just like this little-known bird, no matter how far we go, God shows us the way home. The light eternal is God's response to our call, and we fly towards it, sometimes without knowing where we're going. We trust in God of Israel, in God's mercy, despite our flight deviations, our detours. Our divine navigation system takes us back to God, where we know we will rejoice in peaceful rest. Saint Augustine of Hippo wrote his Confessions around the year 400, and one of the most beautiful sentences out of his writing says, "You have made us for yourself, O Lord, and our heart is restless until it rests in you." We will cover many miles in our lifetime, and one day we will reach the final destination, sometimes too early, sometimes with great fatigue. But we do not fear because Jesus says, I am the resurrection and the life. Those who believe in me, even though they die, will live. And everyone who lives and believes in me will never die. How wonderful will our rest be in the Lord. Blessed are the dead who die in the Lord, for they rest from their labors. O Lamb of God, that takes away all the sins of this world, have mercy on us.